Hello, I'm Michael Fernandez, and I've been a professor here at Cape Cod Community College since the fall of 2008. I'd like to welcome you to MAT011, Mathematical Reasoning and Problem Solving here at 4Cs for the summer 2024 semester. In this introductory video, I'd like to give you a grand tour of our class Moodle page, kind of hit the highlight reel of what you can expect in our course, and then the two subsequent videos that will follow will provide you a further analysis of our class resources, as well as the participation expectations of our class. So when you enter into our class Moodle page, you can kind of see the breakdown of the course. It's been provided within folders. And so as you select one of the folders to the left-hand side, it'll open the contents of that folder. It's the same kind of approach across the course design. Within this first folder, you'll find the 3 videos of interest. The second folder provides you some of the mindset resources to get you into the motivational experience and know that you can, in fact, succeed here in mathematics here at 4Cs and beyond. The introductory documents provide you resources with respect to how to access me via email, how to access the advising center, the information technology department, as well as the library. This is also the location where you can find our course syllabus, access to the O'Neill Center, student wellness services, and some basics in terms of how to utilize the discussion forum, which we'll speak to momentarily as well. Tutorial resources have been made available to the class in the next folder. You can access the tutoring center either remotely or in person this summer. The math lab is operational, yay, this summer for 2024. And of course, BrainFuse is always available from anywhere. I've also made available this Desmos graphing calculator. It's an absolutely free tool. If you don't possess a calculator, this will bypass that need to go buy a calculator before day 1 of the semester. The great thing about Desmos is that it's really, really easy to use. So if you select that Math Tools option at the top of the page, you'll see several types of calculators actually prop up. There will be some use of graphing calculators in this course, so that first option will become useful at that point. Otherwise, the 4-function calculator and scientific calculator options are going to be typically your go-to. So just to kind of give you the experience of what the 4-function calculator looks like, it's your traditional output-input model that you'd see in previous courses. Your scientific calculator, again, very similar in fashion, but more probably what you've used if you've taken a biology or chemistry course back in high school. And then the really powerful one, the graphing calculator option, it gives you access to a Cartesian coordinate plane, and it gives you this little prompt box here on the left, and all you got to do is enter a relationship or an ordered pair, and it plots it for you on the coordinate plane. So once we start talking about linear equations of 2 variables, suppose I had a relationship of the form y equals 2x plus 3, it actually goes ahead and generates the line for us right there before our very eyes with no other heavy lifting required. Once you look at elementary algebra courses and further math courses down the road, you'll start studying systems of equations, and so it becomes very easy to utilize the tool to do that job as well. Suppose I had another linear equation. Let's say it was y equals negative x minus 4. Notice how it color codes the graphs that you know which one is which, and it indicates in the scenario where the point of intersection is, which we can find here pretty easily by just scrolling over the graph. This little dialog box here on the left actually provides you the keypad that corresponds to that graphing calculator, provides you the ability to access other sorts of symbols and prompts you would need to describe your relationships at hand. So again, it's an absolutely free calculator tool. All you do is click that link on our class Moodle page, and Desmos is there at your fingertips. We are going to be utilizing both as a textbook and as a means of completing homework assignments, quizzes, and exams, Pearson, MATLAB, and Mastering. There is no physical text for you to buy. You can find the corresponding text both in the class bookstore, in the campus bookstore, as well as online, but there's no need to buy it. All you need to do is really purchase the access code that corresponds to the information provided in our course syllabus. So once you've gone ahead, and by the way, I have provided you step-by-step instructions, both in paper form and in video form, of how to set up your Pearson, MATLAB, and Mastering account. Once you've done so, all you need to do is return to our class Moodle page, select that MATLAB and Mastering Tools link, and once you've selected that link, it brings you to the following screen. Select Open MATLAB and Mastering, and it's going to bring you to a dashboard that's going to look something like this. So obviously this is looking at instructor vision. If I go to student home instead, you'll see this calendar option prop up instead. And so what you're going to see is the calendar is going to populate with assignments as the semester commences. In our course, you're going to be using MAT Mastering to complete what are called exploratory assignments, which are kind of middle of the road assignments that are right in the meat of the presentation. You'll be completing entrance checks as well, which are more of a review of what you just talked about in the last class meeting. And then you'll be completing exit quizzes as a concluding experience for that unit of material. Once you've completed an entire chapter of content, there will be a unit/chapter exam that culminates that element of our course. The great thing about Pearson MyLab and Mastering is that in the homework assignments, not the exit quizzes or the unit exams, it provides you resources to answer the questions, like show me an example, can you help me solve this, can I ask my instructor a question about this problem? So there's resources always available to you at any point in time whenever you get in there to complete the assignments for our class. With respect to those exit quizzes and unit exams, you do have the ability to email me with respect to the problem at hand, but you can't utilize those other resources made available to you via the homework assignments and the other exploratory and entrance check type assignments. The Pearson help desk is an invaluable tool. We know tech issues can crop up from time to time. It's a 24/7 service. So whenever something's happening, you're trying to access Pearson. If you're shooting me an email, and by the way, there's a 24-hour turnaround on emails. During the week, I'm pretty at the ready, respond to emails within a couple of hours, but weekends are a bit more of a difficult task. So please give me a 24-hour turnaround to respond to any email questions. But if Pearson-related questions arise, jump on that customer service line, get your inquiry in there and addressed so you can keep going with the course and completing the assignments at hand. So we're going to go into the syllabus in one of my future videos momentarily. But if you'd like to take a moment here and look at the overall syllabus template, if you will. I do have a physical office on the Cape Cod campus. Naturally, this course being an asynchronous online course, the immediate way to contact me is not the phone extension provided here, rather email. Again, I respond to emails Monday through Friday within a couple of hours. On the weekends, please give me a 24-hour turnaround. There's that previously alluded textbook information from Pearson. With respect to evaluation components of our course, we're going to be completing, again, as I said, entrance checks at the beginning of each unit of content, reviewing what we just talked about. There are going to be discussion board assignments about midway through the presentation. There are going to be exploratory assignments, which kind of synchronize with the discussion board. And again, the entrance checks, exploratory assignments, exit quizzes, unit exams, and our comprehensive final exam will all be completed via Pearson MyLab Mastering. The expectation of our course, big picture-wise, is that for every 1 hour of contact time, you should be spending about, I would say, 3 hours of time outside the traditional norm, getting the assignments done, reviewing material, completing assignments, preparing for upcoming discussions. With respect to the class's mode of operation, my expectation, again, is this. There are PowerPoint presentations made available to you. So if you start there with a PowerPoint, there's a where have we been element that kind of gives you that moment of time to recap our previous discussion. And it now connects you to, well, okay, can I assess that ability through the entrance check in Pearson? So you're starting off the PowerPoint, you're going to that where have we been content, you're going to jump into Pearson MyLab Mastering, you're going to complete the entrance check assignment. Once you've completed the entrance check assignment, now you're going to return to the PowerPoint presentation, and within that PowerPoint presentation, you can now entertain the where are we now, which coincides with both the discussion board assignment as well as the appropriate exploratory assignment in Pearson MyLab Mastering. Pearson lecture videos go above and beyond the provided PowerPoint and give you that in-person feel in our asynchronous online environment. Once you've completed the discussion board and the exploratory assignment, the idea is to return to the PowerPoint and review the Take 2 reflection slides that get you ready to see where we're going with this content. So this is foreshadowing effectively to the material to come in the next discussion in our unit. There will be an exit quiz again provided in Pearson to complete. And if you're at the end of a given unit, there is also a unit exam in Pearson to complete before we proceed on and to officially wrap up the discussion at hand. With respect to a weekly breakdown, so every Sunday at midnight, 12 a.m. on Sunday, the material for the week is going to go live, with the exception of our first week that starts on Monday. Every other week thereafter, it's going to start on Sunday at 12 a.m. The material is available through Saturday at 11:59 p.m. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send out a Moodle announcement on Sunday at 12 a.m., reminding everybody of the coming week's content and discussions. About midway through the week, actually through the entirety of the week, I'll be checking on everyone's progress through the material. And then on Friday, I'll send out another announcement reminding everybody of the impending deadline on Saturday at 11:59 p.m. Please be aware that these deadlines are hard and fast. By that, I mean that when the system strikes 11:59 p.m. on Saturday, it closes all access to the assignments. Whatever's not completed at that point becomes an automatic 0. With respect to our course expectations, with respect to assignments, there are no opportunities for extensions or revisions or redos or extra credit assignments in our course. All of the bevy of assignments being offered to you via entrance checks, exploratory assignments, discussion board assignments, exit quizzes, unit exams, the final exam should serve sufficiently to speak to the assessment of our course mastery. Likewise, with respect to our final exam, our comprehensive final exam will take place from Sunday, August 4th at 12 a.m. through Thursday, August 8th, the end of the summer semester, at 11:59 p.m. Just like for the assignments, there's a hard and fast deadline. So when that Thursday, August 8th, 11:59 p.m. deadline arises, the grades will close, and everything that's submitted there at that point in time is what's going to go in to calculate your overall course grade. There's not going to be any submissions of assignments thereafter, and you can expect a pretty quick turnaround with respect to submission of grades to the registrar at that time. The last several pages of our class syllabus provide a tentative schedule. So if you look at this document page by page here in those latter 4 pages of the document, you'll see that on a week-by-week basis, so week 1, June 3rd to June 8th, we'll be completing the entirety of Unit 1 with respect to whole number review. And so the components of Unit 1 have been laid out for you. You can see that these are referring to entrance checks, discussion board assignments, exploratory assignments, and exit quizzes for each of these parts 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of Unit 1. Once you've completed all these assignments, there'll be a Unit 1 exam in Pearson to complete beyond these that officially concludes Unit 1. In the same fashion that I've broken down the treatment of Unit 1, each of the corresponding units of our semester have been likewise provided to us all the way through the end of the semester and our comprehensive final exam in August. So we're looking at 9 major units of content that take us all the way from the basics of arithmetic through the intro portions of elementary algebra, and hence the purpose of our 011 course in preparing you for the co-requisite quantitative reasoning course, 013-130R, and the co-requisite stats course, 015-150R here at 4Cs. Each of our course unit modules in Moodle feature a supplementary video emporium. These videos have been pulled from the internet, mostly from YouTube videos. So if you're ever looking for additional resources beyond what Pearson offers, beyond what provided via our PowerPoints, beyond what the tutoring centers at 4Cs may provide, these video emporiums, I believe, will do the job. Once again, this is Professor Michael Fernandez wishing you a successful summer 2024 semester here in our MAT011 Mathematical Reasoning and Problem Solving course. You can always reach out to me at mfernandez@capecod.edu. Take care.